Is that better? Can you hear me speak now? Oh, good lord. Yeah, oh goody, you can all hear me. Well, that was fun. I have no idea why it had decided what it had decided to do, but yeah. It had. And yes, so that should be now better. Hello, Dr. Trophonius. Yes, you had some. I have no idea why, but for some reason this my computer sometimes does have fun things. Every time there's an update, I swear it makes every setting go weird. And even when I thought I've managed to sort them out, they go back weird. Or show me weird. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad you can now hear me. And I'm glad that was worrying you not being able to hear me. Some might have thought that improvement. So as I was saying, this is a rather weird navy at the moment because, as you might have noticed, I'm heavily battlecruiser. In fact, I've got twice as many battlecruisers as I have battleships. It's very ahistorical, but it works for me here. Because I got battlecruisers early. And because mostly what I'm doing is because I've got such a huge preponderance of battlecruisers, is I just make sure in any fight with battleships I've got about 3-to-1 superiority in numbers. And usually I turn up with, well, my last pack I turned up with 4 battleships and 8 battlecruisers to fight 4 battleships. It was not a fair fight. Let's see, any of my ships done? No, none of my ships damaged by mines. Okay. That's not going to be a nice fight for them, but let's do this as an auto-resolve, because if I fight all the destroyer fights... Oh, they should have won that one. Okay, naval invasion, northern Spain. Move. Okay, and I need to move some of you to attack here. I'm going to send the battleships. I'm going to leave the battlecruisers holding this flank, but I am going to send any of you slow. Top speed 33 knots, 33 knots, 33 knots, 33 knots, 28 knots. So you, and you are moving to help the invasion over there. That should be enough tonnage for that. Portugal, you my friend, Portugal, do not worry. And we now have the force down in the Caribbean. So, you will all be heading in that direction. Fairly sure I have more ships around here. Yes, move ships. You go off that direction. I'm going to try and show the Americans why they shouldn't start a war with me. I should have a capital ship over there, shouldn't I? But I think I had some capital ships around here. Where are my capital ships? Where are my battle cruisers? Ah, there they are. Hello. Yes, you two are enough alone to win that battle. I do know. I know you're sitting out here just to scare the Americans. That's the entire reason I have you there. that should be enough force for that. Any other conquests going on? Naval invasion up there. Conquest going there. That's going okay. It's 5 or 7, yes. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How is everyone doing today? How are we all? I'm enjoying life. Is life treating us well? Do I want to launch a naval invasion of... Oh, yes. I've got to put 500,000 tons there. Do I have 500,000 tons for invasion of Croatia in that area? I have 4 battle cruisers and this, so there. So that's roughly 120,000 tons. And I have 1 battleship sitting down here, which is another 30,000 tons. A destroyer there. I have 55,000 tons worth of ships over here. Yeah, I don't have enough to put 500,000 tons there. At the moment, I'm dealing with the Spanish. At the moment, I am making... Yeah, at the moment I'm concentrating on beating up Spain, so I should not divide my efforts. As much as tempting as it is, I should not divide my efforts. Once I've beaten up Spain, then I can divide my efforts. I don't need any more. I don't need more of that, but unrest is useful. Woohoo! I'm getting good. Let's see. Finances, research. What's the research project's currently going? Don't need to research focus on those because there's nothing in with nothing coming up next soon enough to be there. That looks like it's coming along. Go do some work on the armor. Okay, you were wondering where Armstrong tested their naval guns in 1910s and 20s. There are various scenarios. They sometimes take them out to naval testing ranges. But usually, if you want a good idea of it, look for where there are randomly, disturbingly smooth in terms of their corners, single tracks heading off to portions of the coast which are isolated. Because the only people prepared to spend the money to make sure that they were express line type curves on single tracks heading off to random patches of the British coast, which are far from anyone else, are the arms manufacturers. And that's normally where they go in testing. Oh, let's fight this battle. I can do what? Top speed 21 knots, top speed 19.5 knots, top speed 19.5 knots, and I've got yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. Ah, the French. So I have 2 battleships and 4 battle cruisers. I also have 4 light cruisers and 14 destroyers. So, pause this all and set up this fleet. So I want battle line. Incomparable is going to this one. You are going off alone. You are going off alone. You're my battle line. But you ones are going to be the screen. You are also going to be the screen of them. Still avoid torpedoes, please. And you are going to be the recon of them. Right then. Let's leave the fleets to do their little sorting that out. Now, yeah, I've centered the rest of my force on my 2 battleships. So basically this means that if anything tries to come and take out my destroyers and cruisers, they have to deal with these. And these battleships are, as anyone who's watched the fairly capable. Yes, they have only 12-inch guns, but they have a lot of them. A lot of 6-inch guns, and they are pretty darn scary. My battle cruisers, on the other hand, are, well, for battle cruisers at this point, considering when this is in and how old this battle cruiser is, this would be OP. Completely OP. But they can quickly leave behind the rest of the fleet, and that's the whole point. Basically, consider what's coming behind to be a massive sledgehammer. And this is a faster moving sledgehammer. So this is Mjolnir, and this is a sledgehammer. And it's your choice which one you get caught by. But if the enemy have been spotted to the north, and they've got a maximum speed of roughly 19 knots, thanks to their slowest member, and these are capable of doing it, these are doing 29 knots at the moment in their slightly reduced state, because they've been at sea for months on end, this is not going to be pretty. Now, if I was the Spanish at this point, I'd be scattering to the 4 winds, but they're probably keeping their force together. Probably. They're probably keeping their force together because the Spanish have been interesting so far to fight. They've been a lot more sensibly equipped than the Russians. As you saw from the map, the Russian Empire has been broken. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to leave the AI in charge of one of my battlecruiser forces, and I'm going to take direct charge of 2. Because whilst they go off and maneuver to a better firing position to do their firing, I'm going to continue charging at them, which is a very stupid maneuver to do, but is sensible to do because it's going to allow me to hopefully, he says, surround the enemy from both sides. For anyone else, yes, this is a rerun of the Falklands battle. Ah, yes. All their ships are now within range. And as you can see, they are now being, well, how do I put this politely? I have a choice. They have battlecruisers off to that side. They have battlecruisers coming closer from that side. Either way, they're probably not going to be in a good condition. And this tends to be what has happened in a lot of these matches. It showed that one of the things I find when I do this long-running campaign game, and especially when I've gone rather weird in that I've got a lot of battlecruisers rather than battleships, or even, you know, cruisers. The advantage for me is that when it comes to I can't actually be in as many places at once, but that doesn't matter because this game has no functioning capability to work out presence mission. That's an interesting thing to think about when we're sort of using games and system as basis systems which we use to model in conflict. We cannot yet model accurately within a game setting the value of a presence mission. So I don't need to worry about the presence mission that little cruisers offer me, that the smaller cruisers offer me. I can afford to concentrate on the battle cruisers and just have something that goes very fast, wipes out your cruiser force, and has enough 6-inch guns to wipe out your destroyer force as well, as a rule. Because rapid firing 6-inch guns really are the solution to anything smaller. As you can see, currently, these guys are having an absolute nightmare because their choice to run away from them has run them into them. And I'm not. There is no maneuver which is. These ships are putting up a brave fight. I have to say they are absolutely doing a very brave fight, and I am very impressed by how brave they are. But ooh, partial penetration torpedoes probably going to need that ship's defense is going to need to be repaired after this battle's over. But you've done your job, defense. And the trouble is, I have got like 60 of you. You're gone. And so that's the battle over. And that's been a curiously large number of battles for me in this game. That's a nice way of putting turning up with a massive army. Wow, this. Oh, that's a lot of torpedo boats. And some interesting cruisers, but what do I have? I have a couple of battle cruisers, I have many light cruisers, I have destroyers and torpedo boats. Their destroyers are lighter than mine. Their torpedo boats are lighter than mine. Their light cruisers are lighter than mine. Oh, good lord. They're definitely lighter than mine. Oh, they're Raccoon class light cruisers. I think they should win. Let's auto-resolve this one because, yeah. I've gained control of Central Russia. Can someone please explain that one to me? This game has some very interesting logic, and I'm not sure how I gained control of Central Russia, but apparently I did. Okay. Move all of you. Down to there. I need to move some of you across there as well. Move 2 of you to there. Move you, you all. Move away from the ships which are preparing. Go. Anything else I want to move down there? Oh, yes. Oh, I have you. I have you. Right then. So you are going to go do something naughty down here. That's my plan. Go do something naughty. What do I have starting on this? Move ships and Scarpa Flow, definitely. Yeah. Let's send... that's 6 battle cruisers and a destroyer. I'm not sure why I'm sending the destroyer. I think actually that's me being cruel to destroyer, so I'll send that. Yes. 6 battle cruisers. Again, I move battle cruisers around by the full squadron. Others turn up with 1 or 2 ships. I turn up with 8 battle cruisers and go, hello. So far, conquest going quite well. And I've gained control of Syria. let's send a load of destroyers and battleships there. That should solve that problem. I don't like having problems. Oh. Oh, I have a lot of ships in here. I didn't realise I had all those ships sitting there. Oh well. Let's go see what the fleet is up to. No crew. I'm sure I have the extra personnel to crew these ships, so I'm sending them. Because I have spent a massive amount on my crew pool. Let's explain where some of my destroyers are currently. If I have actual battle cruisers, I'm going to be. Oh, I do. I have actual battle cruisers which are low level because of their crew status. Well, we'll fix all that. Where are they? I have a battleship sitting in Gibraltar being annoying because it's got low crew. It's got all the crew. Yeah. The Zano. Where is the Zano? Bari, Coney. Those all sound Mediterranean to me. I'm going to have a check on the Mediterranean. They did sound... Oh, yes, they are Mediterranean. Austria-Hungary is looking... Austria-Hungary... I think it's now called the Austro-Hungarian... Austro-Hungarian Empire, but the Austro-Hungarian Empire doesn't actually include Austria anymore, and it could soon not include Hungary. I'm not sure what's happened to them, but something bad has happened. I have no idea what, but something bad has happened to Austria-Hungary. It's kind of like, I know what happened to Russia. Russia kept picking fights with me. This was not a good scenario for them when their navy was terrible. The only part of Russia I haven't taken is the Siberian Russian part of it. And I am considering some parts over here, because I hear they may have oil at certain points. So, you know. But currently the Korean Empire is doing quite well, but they haven't got Manchuria. I do keep seeing if they want to ally with me, because then I could use them as a reason to go beating up well, China, really, on this one. It's an interesting game. It is an interesting game. I just realised I'm not really building any ships at the moment. I've only literally repairing ships mainly. I need to build some more ships. I've got 31 ships in repair. I've got none in refit. Electric batteries. Good. But until I get a new hull type, I'm not going to build anything. Let's see. Special machinery is done. Ooh, turret mechanisms. Yeah, we're going to push for that. And torpedo propulsion, torpedo tubes, maneuver warfare, cruise gun training, reconnaissance, all those things are good. But mainly I want to get these all up because my current ships are a bit weak. They're not weak per se, and I probably have the most advanced technology of anyone in the game at the moment, but they're not at the level I want them to be at. I'd rather like my ships to be able to go into battle and ignore anything that anyone else is firing at them. I will never be able to achieve that aim, but I can dream about it. What is the year? 1919. See what the research is. That's about 3 months. Turret mechanisms done. Explosives it will be about 1 month. So we'll see what it's like when we get to about June 1919. See what the technology point is, whether it's time to spike it and build something. While we've still got a humongous budget. Hey, by gum. I think I now have enough tonnage there. I have no idea what I think I basically sent everything. I should probably check that one. Let's see, 2 months until those are ready. Basically, I think Spain keeps going through their commanders because they're just in such a bad position. And I don't consider that a sensible thing to be doing. Let's try and get maximum shipyard size up again. Because we're currently using that, and I'd like it to be... Well, it's less than half, but, you know, I'd like it to be less. Differential is no longer twice as much construction is required than I have actual capacity for. One battleship and 7 battle cruisers are in prepare. 8 battleships are in the construction. Oh, crop armor free. Oh, good. Oh. Ships damaged by enemy mines. The Austrians are doing a lot of mining. Ungoverned territories. Oh, good lord. Spain has collapsed. That's annoying. that should be enough force in theory. He says should be enough force in theory to do that, but Spain has collapsed. Yes, the Spanish Empire is gone. Oh, caramba. I'm not sure how the Spanish Empire is gone. If anyone has any suggestions in chat as to exactly how quickly I managed to kill it, I don't. Please tell me. Did I just do too good a job of destroying the economy? Oh, that makes it more difficult for me to take them all their territory. I was slowly working through it. This is the second time this has happened to me. Why do these countries keep destroying themselves? Not fair. I'm happily taking them over. I now have Cartagena. And let's see. Colombia has control of Venezuela. I think they have control. They have control over pretty much everyone in this. Hang on, now. Does that? That's Venezuela. Colombia now has southern Colombia. I have northern Colombia. No, I do not want to send that force to fight there. Let's see, can I find any ship? Do I have any ships? Hang on. I'm sending you guys that way. No, there's a second fleet up here. I want both. Yes, thank you. Do I have... Canada's doing okay. For some reason they're independent. I couldn't understand why. Australia isn't, but Canada is in this game. Australia will basically do whatever I tell them to do, but Canada won't. As will New Zealand. But Canada won't. No, I have no idea why that is. Yes, I think we now have enough ships coming across off the coast of Colombia. Enough ships. And I'm now checking to see if it's working. Yes, it is working. And that's really weird on my phone. Really, really weird on my phone. Because that was trying to come through on the headphones at the same time. Ah. Oh, rangefinder special training. Cool. Collingwood, you and a destroyer can go deal that. And where's the strike supposed to go? Oh, I've got an Emperor of India. I have... oh, good lord, that'll be an allied fight. Oh... So there are 2 French... Romanian... I am, from personal experience, I am going to do that as a fight, auto-resolve. Yes. Because trying to coordinate allied ships is not fun. Or it hasn't been so far, my experience in this game. So far it just hasn't been. Oh, good. That's just after I've been... Okay. Okay, Canary Islands. Where are the... Okay, Canary Islands down there. So... I can move you guys down and you can deal with that. And all the rest of you can stop blockading Colombia. They're our ally. Now, apparently, I took Northern Colombia off them. What can I... This is just weird. Okay, this is just weird. I do admit this is weird. You... move through and... go to Kingston and get repaired, all of you. Seriously, go to Kingston, get repaired. Do I want destroyer design? I haven't upgraded my destroyers in a while. What do I want? Small guns. I want the small guns. What's the one I'm developing? Mark IV 3-inch guns. That's not really so much of a thing that's going to bother me. Destroyer design, what are they working on? That'll do. Hello, Guardsman. My day's going well. I'm cooking lunch again today. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do about the Twitch stream, and then I thought, well, I'll just do it earlier because I've stuck the roast in the oven and there's nothing I can do for the next 2.5 hours, so I might as well come out and chat with all you and enjoy this myself. But in other good news, I think we withdraw from that fight because as good as Collingwood is, and she is good, the fact is, yeah, that I don't want to have. That's a pretty big fleet coming in here. 3 battleships, etc. I've got 560,000 tons there, so I can I could use you. No, I need you there. We could zoom in more. I'm going to send the battleships north with some of the destroyers. Basically, everyone from Tigris down. Should be enough. Give them a should I give them a light cruiser to back them up? I should give them a light cruiser to back them up. Move them. And yeah, that should reinforce that formation. How you doing, Guardsman 14? How goes life for you? Oh, today's Brew Ships video will be Brew Ships Live will be battlecruiser themed. Also, possibly Roman Special Forces themed. Because I've actually read some of the new books I've been sent to review. Ooh, Vickers range clock. Oh, that's useful. Let's go see what the... I've gained control of the Balearic Islands. Which ungoverned territory do I now have to... Oh, good lord. Oh, that's the one I was already arguing and trying to get earlier, wasn't it? That's the northern ones. Okay. Yeah, there's pretty much everything's gonna be there. Yeah, everything's going into the attack. That should be enough to make sure that one goes the way I want it to. There's enough there to make sure that goes the way I want it to. There's enough forces now there to really annoy them. And what I'm going to do with all you is I'm going to move you all into there. Yay! Just to wind up the Austro-Hungarians. So that's 2 battleships, 4 battlecruisers, and enough force to cause them a nightmare. And you can go back to Valletta. Go into harbour, preferably. Right, let's go and check anything I want to do here. Oh, I always want the cruiser design to go up. Hull production. Oh, where do I have my third one sitting? That's on control stations, of course. Do I want to put it on internals? Do I put it on big guns? What's it currently researching? Oh, Mark 1 16-inch guns. Oh. Mark 1 16-inch. I want that because I want to try and skip 15-inch for more than just one batch of ships, and go straight up to 16.5-inch for my next generation of battlecruisers. And I have to admit, I'm naughty in that I will probably, judging by my previous games I played, oh good lord, I'm going to fight this one. This is not going to be a nice battle for them. Hey, arrow fusers! So, they were cute. They were really cute. Imagine if they'd imagine the arrow fusers with triple guns the whole way through. If they'd had triple turrets the whole way time, still going to be some of the best cruisers in World War II. They were still with twins, but they were, I mean, even better with triples. But no, I tend to go to 16.5 inch and just leave it at 16.5 inch. Because that gives me the advantage in terms of volume of fire. So let's pause this all. So you are going to be the recon scout for this. You're going to be the screen. You're going to be what I tend to want actually in command. Because I don't think I need really more than one of you. Hello, Edgar. That's not good. I don't fancy destroying one of my destroyers today, and my view is always, if in doubt, if I'm the big ship, turn. Got a random question always. What stopped the Trig Navy's building incomplete ships of tonnage? I build a 9-gun cruiser, but the plans and ship only has 3 guns, and in the place where you could put a turret, you put a pom-pom, so very light. When brawl breaks out. There are 2 issues with that. One, where will that cruiser be in the world, and will you have the facilities to rebuild to do it? And 2, they did. The British County class scenario, where their armour just magically slots in. That's an incomplete cruiser. Building it incomplete for guns, that's quite a difficult mechanism to sort of put in, but armour, etc., especially armour you're going to stick along the outside of the hull, belt armour, you can do all sorts of things with it. Hello, Jacob, by the way, I didn't say that earlier. So, you could have conceivably... And you consider the Japanese also built things which had 6-inch guns when they were designed to be really capable of firing 8-inch guns, etc. This battleship is basically going, I'm engaging with 4 battle cruisers. This is not really a good scenario for me. But I think again, it's the difficulty of where the ships will be. Reducing them with less guns than they're designed for is far more complicated than less armor and other things. But I do agree there were certain points where you feel they could have done. There's also the fact that some ships honestly have very interesting approaches to well, if we consider Nelson and Rodney. Nelson and Rodney are wonderful ships, but if they'd taken the same policy with them, as they took with the aircraft carriers especially, they could have had a lot more fuel storage. They used water as armour. It was always a good one. But honestly, the thing that they needed more is they needed to be designed so that they had free shafts, free turbines, and could have more boilers fitted. That's what they needed to be designed with space for extra boilers to be fitted. Where are you lot off to? That's not really sensible, diving through a pack of... I'm not surprised the destroyer just sunk. Why is there a pack of... Why... Do you not have torpedoes? You do have torpedoes. Basically, I can think of easier ways of committing suicide than diving my battleship in the middle of a pack of destroyers. But either way, it's good on them. They're doing well. I didn't expect the AI to come with this methodology, but it shows that the AI is thinking things through, and I've left the gap. So, yeah, on me that one. But also... there is literally nothing in a destroyer's build that can withstand up to that. But the fact is that also a main battery from a Admiral Dreadnought. But there is also the fact that they have, by doing this, they have absolutely let themselves get completely and utterly surrounded. Which is not really high up on the sensible things to do. The graphics of UAD are improving. They are getting a lot better. It's as they've got the gameplay mechanism better. They can now spend more time working on smoothing out the graphics. And it is, I would say, rather than theoretically 60 frames a second, a frame a second is actually 60 frames or greater a second now. You want me to end the battle? He's dead. Please don't destroy your own destroyers. I've lost enough of them in this battle. Just bash them out the way. Dodge 'ems with destroyer time. Completely unhistorically realistic. But, you know. It's nicer than me going into them and blowing myself up with their depth charges. Because that would have happened. They've got submarines in this game now working quite well. The variable weather is interesting. I just lost a load of destroyers, but again, I've got a lot of them. So the Bison class were 6 destroyers. They had a speed which varied from 30 to 32 knots, so that's a 3 knot variance of speed. Tonnage varying by 36 tons, so that's quite a lot in that scenario. Aye. Oh, let's see. So you can do 21 knots. Fight. Oh, I haven't seen that one before. He always wants me now. I would say Yeah, I've stopped playing UAD on the laptop. The laptop doesn't deserve to be put through that pressure. And again, they can do 32, 32, so they're all going to do the same. Bam, bam. Right, you, off to do that. You, off to do that. You, do that. You're joining him and him. In the screen. And you are becoming the recon element. And you're going to go to follow scout for them. Your screen. You're also you're all on avoiding torpedoes. Why it has to make avoid torpedoes? A specialist thing, I do not know. But yes, we will see what... Oh, they must be Hercules class, because this is Hercules. That's what they armed with. 13.5-inch guns. Oh, look at all those 6-inch guns. It's a lot of firepower. I've got an upgrade for these, which actually they lose 6-inch guns. But they gain triple... Oh, for goodness sake! What? Why does the game do that? Why? No. Don't even dare think about it. Seriously. I do not know why. I've put it even... They're even on avoid ships. Avoid ships. So they're supposed to avoid ships. I know it says for this division to avoid automatic trying to avoid collision with friendly or enemy ships. So why was it colliding? Ay, caramba. Do not, whatever you do, combine again. If you do that, I will be so annoyed with you. Okay, you understand that, Hercules? Oh, look. Troughs forming up as she's moving through the water. How natural, how good of the things to work it out. Although I'm not quite sure about the waves coming through the ships that it sometimes seems to do. And you can still, you can sort of have some fun. Although that does look good, doesn't it? That looks like a battle cruiser coming for you. It's a case of, there is a lot of spray coming out here. I'm a big ship. You're not going to enjoy this. Oh, not again. You're just doing this on purpose now. This is going to be a while of hunting. Hold on, I do love the French. I am sure one of their plans was to keep enemy guessing enemy French patchwork class battleship of Porcam. Is that the one with many guns, super slow one, the one with all the holes in it, the small one, the only good one, the one that ran out of guns, or the one who no named? Is that all the class? Yes, shipment. It does make you do all sorts of strange maneuvers, but oh for hey. Let's put it this way. In reality, if you bashed into a ship which was an Admiral's flag ship, you would not be looking at a good Korean. Can you stop playing dodgems, please, on my battle cruisers? Please stop. Yeah, that sounded weird for a second there. They are consistently overshooting. But they are catching up quite quickly. I have no idea what is happening, but Hercules and Theseus are coming with me. I decided to take them. The only option was to take them under strict personal control. I'm not sure who the captain is. I do know they can't shoot for a toffee. Now, admittedly, that's because they're in a chasing match. But now it's not only in 6-inch gun range, it's going to be in 4-inch gun range. Which is possibly evil. Slightly changing the angle did allow full salvo firing, so yeah. I think there was only one enemy ship. Should war break out if Italy invades Sardinia? Yeah, I normally pick on the islands anyway. But there might be a build request. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be around for much longer. Battle line. Yeah, let's see. I somehow don't think you're going to be... I think you tried to fire off some torpedoes, but I don't think they're going to hit anywhere near me. Oh, well, that's gone. In disturbing news, this is the last can of regular iron brew I have left. Luckily, I do have some bottles hidden in the garage. And I do have some cans of special iron brew, but it's the last can of regular iron brew I have left. Oh, it was interesting to have taken southern China. Oh, yeah, I'll send an ultimate... Where am I sending an ultimate? I should probably check where I'm supposed to send it before I actually agree to it. That's convoy. Fight, auto-resolve. Monarch should win that on our own, pretty much. Yeah. That conquest going on. Both conquests going on, so hopefully that's all fighting. Good. Let's go to finances, politics. What do I have ships building? I do have those 8 ships building. No building again. What ships do I have building? Let me remind myself. I have some of those building, don't I? They're all being built in Plymouth and Scapa Flow. They got 29 months till the point at which they are complete, so yeah. They are massive building projects. Absolutely massive building projects. Germany's looking bad relationship-wise. Let's check. America's looking fairly decent. Japan's looking okay. Let's improve Japan. Okay, all of you, where are you going to? Emperor of India and all that lot are moving up there. You 4 are moving up here. Once you're all in there, I will probably start an invasion of Croatia again. It is always fun. The trouble is, I've bulldozed pretty much everyone else. So far. And I'm currently taking over the Iberian Peninsula. I would say Spain, but I've managed to make Spain go bankrupt and cease to exist. which was really annoying. Oh, 2 battleships. They're armed with 11.5-inch guns. This is 2 battleships and a battlecruiser. Modems, 2 2 3 destroyers. They're both armed with 8 11.5-inch guns. These are armed with 10 13.5-inch guns. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we do. So, you are going to be screen for that. You are on avoid and do that. You are on avoid and do that. And you are on that for the moment. And we're going to see what happens. I'm going to say to you to save your gunfire. And you to save it as well, because you have longer range weapons. Where are the opponents? They're over there. Let them try and fire at long range. Let's see if we can't divide their fire. 40,000, 10 foot. I think I understand the point of the treaties. Yeah. It's not even got to the. I might have got to the 1920s, and I'm building 60,000-ton battleships. That's the point. It's not even got treaties, and I've got a 60,000-ton battleship going on. Oh, your guys are going to focus in on Monarch, are you? That's not a good solution for you. You've realised what I might be doing in Monarch, and so in fear you are now reacting. I've lost destroyers, that's never good. Leave you on AI control while I go check on MDs. The whole thing about the AI system is supposed to allow you to do a fleet control and be able to dance around and leave sections of your fleet to sort of manage themselves. Doesn't always work out that well. You notice, this is why I'm bringing my battlecruiser back. To there. Luckily I have good counter-flooding system. Equip the free quad 15. Yeah. That's always fun. I usually, again, I stick to triples. Your cruise is going. Oh, sugar, Collingwood. Collingwood's got hit. Catastrophic turret explosion. That's a very different scenario. You're supposed to be on avoiding torpedoes. Hit by it, of course. You're having that kind of day, aren't you? Okay, Emperor of India. What's your maximum speed? Let's try and take out as many of them as we can. Where's the battle cruiser? Okay, fleet's broken down. What's your top speed? You start screening the battle cruiser. I could well be ordering you lot to run shortly in terms of battle cruiser. Yeah, because I haven't made a dent on that battleship. So let's order you to go to full speed and that direction. And you make smoke. And you are sticking with me. But hopefully they go trying to chase off after the battlecruiser, and I can sneak away with Emperor of India off to another position. Because the trick is to not lose too many ships in one go today. lost a battleship and about 2 of my 3 Sun destroyers. I ain't planning on losing any more. That one's going along nicely. The maximum they can manage is 20 knots, so with 5 knots advantage, oh yeah, Stork's gone. Stork is gone. "21 knots versus 20 knots, that's not probably enough advantage, but maybe I've got enough distance. This can probably keep up with me. But do you really want to keep up with me? Because you have 8.4 inch guns and you can keep up with me, but I have got... Ooh. Yeah, this is the campaign I'm doing. I carried on a bit of time of it, but it's basically I've turned into a battlecruiser force. And when I lose superiority numbers, that's a very quick time when you start withdrawing your battlecruiser, your ships. So have you got your start date for your 4-year tenure in charge of the MOD? You should change the name back to the War Office when you get the chance. It sounds like... Oh goodness, it's me. Me in charge of the Ministry of Defence. That'd be a very, 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 very interesting scenario. How can I watch the Q&A in Trafalgar? They are going to be on the Shipshape website, which I can still get access to. I'll message Garrett for it. dates for them have not been confirmed yet because, well, basically we all got back from Australia in fine health, and then everyone, touch wood barring me, has been ill. And it's basically a case of, oh, frigate. Well, yeah. Even Jamie in Australia has been ill. Armoured carriers, Jamie. So it's been a case of, yeah, they've been sick. But it will be got done. And I have used the time of them being sick to plan the Scandi trip, to plan the Japan trip, to plan everything, basically. She's significantly far enough away, I don't think anything is following her. Yeah, Shimonok's fine. I have to worry about Emperor of India. And her being slowed down any more by that cruiser keep firing at her. I will probably display my ship coins at some point, my trip coins, but I didn't get that many this time. There weren't as many coins in Australia. It was one of the interesting things. They haven't really got the challenge coin thing going there, which they have now in the UK and Canada, and thanks to you know, OLAP for America, but Australia, strange enough, hasn't. The ship shape coin should be coming soon. I know Dan and Gareth are working on that one quite heavily. They are making sure they're doing a lot of quality assurance on those coins. Honestly, it's kind of fun because me and Drac are watching them going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shouldn't you guys be more about this? We aren't. You guys are in charge and you're doing a good job, and we're doing our own stuff on the things we have to do. But they're really good. And as I said, my job is to literally get a decent salvo hit, and this is what happens to a whole amount. I think that was about one shell hit. Slowly restoring the floatability. But yeah, that ship's not gonna be causing me any more issues. That was a very good hit. Yeah, that was a defeat, but it's not one. It's not one I'm going to worry about too much. Okay, Jonathan. You see, the thing is, we are worried about the quality, and the thing. It's like the Iron Brew coin, as you say, does beat them all, as long as you get the right colour. It's got to be the right colour. Not sure how we failed to get control of southern Spain, but we will now move. A large amount of our force will now move to up here. And basically my plan is to just flood the Adriatic with naval warship with warpower. Okay. So earlier, these vessels caused me a lot of trouble. They are now going to be facing... yes. Right then. So, so these two are battleships. Different, but they're battleships. Yeah. We're going to have fun. So that can do. That's crew trained, training. Bulkheads many. 2 destroyers. Set up speed. 33 knots, 33 knots, 33 knots, 28 knots, 28 knots, and 36. We have 4 33 knot vessels and two 28 knot vessels. So I'm probably going to put the 28 knots with the battleships and have 2 groups of 4. So this is normally how I've designed my formations to fight. So battleship line, their screen. Right, take the... Handsome. And you're going to the battle line. And take the Enterprise, and you're going to the battle line as well. Imperus, you go to there. You get to take off. You get to take off. And you get to take off. You also do that. Oh god, crash, bang, wallop. This is... My thinking is this is not going to be good for these, because there are two of them. And that is a veritable blizzard of shells heading their way. I think that's a spam. Mute. I think that's a spam. I hope I muted that person. We'll see. If I haven't... Yeah, it's basically a case of... Oh, goodness gracious me. You've... let's see. We've got the main battle fleet there. We've got battle cruisers over there. Battle cruisers over there. And, yeah. You just basically can't go anywhere without being in the crosshairs of battle cruisers going, oh, good lord. You see, yes, this is the trouble. You win a battle versus me, that's good. That's good of you, you've done well. But I have now reached the point in this campaign where you win battle with me, that is great for you. Right up until I turn up at the next battle, because I tend to bring what some might classify as overwhelming odds. I would classify as just about the right amount of ships. So yeah, they are now surrounded, being hounded from all sides. And now, what do you know, the chat's decided to do something weird for me. Yeah. Hello, Cody85. Now I can see it properly. Sorry, figgling out the chat there, almost lost track of the battle. Almost lost track of the battle. So Reba is sinking. Does anyone know what happened to their cruiser? Oh, there it is. Ah, hello. I have great respect for you. You won a glorious battle earlier, and that was entirely on me because I thought I was overconfident in our evenly balanced forces. That I had the speed and firepower to manage to outmaneuver you. And I tried to do the maneuver, and you managed to catch me out. So, as always with the AI, you don't make mistakes. You do weird things, you don't make mistakes. For me to capitalise on. And I've got to remember that sometimes. Oh, Holmes is sunken. Ah, that cruiser's finally sinking. From earlier. This was the cruiser that was chasing me in the previous battle. Finally sinking. Poor cruiser. Anyway, let's go back and see. Minerva is putting up her last fight. She's fighting... Well, she's gone. Hello, Cody85. Hey, Kate. How you doing? Ay, caramba. Hello, Beresford. I got a map of Savo Island there. I always agree to negotiations of peace treaties. Let's go and engage Western Spain. That's Cornwallis, which is a 21-knot ship, but she's got 6 12-inch guns, 5 10-inch guns, the Habsburg class. Let's just auto-resolve that one and see what happens. The thing is, I can take out the cruisers, but will I be able to take out the battleship? Are they all Mosquito class? Mosquito, upgrade to Mosquito. What's she? She looks like she's also Mosquito. Hang on, the Mosquitoes have 13.5-inch guns, glorious. She's Mosquito. Mosquito has upgraded to 13.5-inch guns, Penelope. Oh, so that's a Hedgehog. That's a really old type of battle cruiser. I've got it there, so let's use it. Defeat. Sheesh. I managed to get away, but I don't think I've lost any of them. Let's go to ship design and sort out. You finally got the campaign to work. Oh, that's good. That's tricky. Anything interesting in research happening that's going to make me want to regret it if I do it now. Let's go for January 1920. Let's see what I can build. We all enjoy starting in 1890. Starting in 1880 is quite fun if you could get it. You're going to you're going to go for about 4 generations of ships at that point. I'll take Kosovo. Mauritania. Move. You guys go do that. Oh, hang on. I have you as well. Some more battle cruisers and some torpedo boats. I didn't know why you were hanging around over there, but you are. Let's see if we can move some of these home and get them repaired up. I'll need to sort them out once they get home, some of them. But I think we can hopefully get them all to an extent repaired up. I'm at war. I'm not at war with them. Don't need that. I don't. I can leave all of that there. Finances. I am hemorrhaging money, but I'm supposed to be hemorrhaging money at this point. Minus army budget. Naval budget percentage 6%. Monthly naval basically billion. And currently my monthly balance is 381,000. It's 1920. Yeah. Basically, transport you always put maximum amount of money into supporting and just leave it there. Yes. Portugal would like to order a defense class battlecruiser. Yes. Ugh, not again. Oh, where are the fleets? Oh, they're all there. Okay, guess where you lot are heading. Form yourselves all up there, please. Is the combined fleet formed up? Yeah. Combined fleet. 4 battle cruisers, 4 torpedo boats. Yeah, that's enough force to do whatever I need it to do. 12-inch guns, 13.5-inch... 12-inch guns, 13.5-inch guns, 12-inch guns... 13.5-inch guns. Okay. Let's go to the ship design. Let's design something really cool, and then we're going to call it a day, and I'm going to go cook lunch, because I've got about 30 minutes before the roast needs to come out the oven. Oh, top range that. Triple hulls, reinforced. Best anti-flood. So this is basically, this is going to be a survival vessel, but it's going to be a survival vessel my style. Okay. Everything that I can make is going to be the very best I can give it. Very, very best I can give it. These are going to be 16.5-inch. .47s. Need at least one funnel. Halfway offset, massive under that scenario. This looks like a fairly hefty dealing ship for doing damage, isn't it? We'll see what we can do in terms of... Well, I think those would not be 16-inch. Those would be about 10. 6. Make that 12. Let's see if we can't add more onto the main belt. Make it stronger. Because that seems to affect the pitch. The 16-inch main belt is pretty darn good. But they have no secondaries. And that's not acceptable in my fleet. So we're going to go to a 15-inch main belt, which gives us 1,000 tons. And we're going to go to 6-inch. And it's going to be like... That's our secondaries. That's not a lot of secondaries, but that's probably enough to do the job we need them to do. But we need them to do better than that. They're going to be... They need to be up to maximum range capacity. And... yeah. So we are now 43 tons overweight. Half weight offset. That's fairly strong in terms of those scenarios. I like that. So what do you think of 30 knots for this? Why is lying about your tonnage not an option? I can lie about my tonnage all I want really on this game. That doesn't really matter. The thing is, that's got that as a turning circle. That's got... basically, I've got guns which can go all the way round, is my main policy. So those guns can go do a full 360-degree rotation. But moving them forward does that to there. Whereas if I take them back, they can't do the full 360 rotation anymore in terms of that one. That one still can. And with that one, that takes my weight down. Suddenly makes it more viable. And that's 9 16.5-inch guns. Which have a maximum range of 24 kilometers, whereas if I'd fitted, let's see, what's my 13.5-inch guns, which I'm fitting to I've fitted to most of my older ships have got. Then they have a range of about 28.5 kilometers. So they have an extra 4.5 kilometers range. But the thing is, I'm starting in on the 16.5s because then I can just keep upgrading the 16.5s. And this ship is a pretty cool ship to me. Plus, it's got a speed of 30 knots, so that's going to mean it's going to be fairly fast when I need it to be. 22,000 kilometers. So I've got an extra 1,000 tons I can do things with. And it's got a 16.5-inch belt, which I kind of like, because it's got 16.5-inch main guns, 16.5-inch main belt, and yeah, training level cadets in this scenario. And it's got the best rangefinder I can give it in terms of coincidence, gun aiming speed, total base accuracy. It's got sonar, so that should allow it to spot torpedoes at a long range and avoid submarines, and hopefully, yeah, all those are good things. Full weight offset now 0.6%, so I can do some work on that. Put my aft deck up to 4 inches. Aft belt up to 5.2. And inner belt. Ooh. That should do. And that should keep us nice. Yes, we've got pitch is slightly high. Pitch is slightly high. But, yeah, that everything else is fairly decent. Rolls down quite low. Pitch is going to have an impact on my operations. Not sure how much pitch is going to affect things. I prefer to pitch to be down in the blue area. But that's a fairly decent ship. Gonna say that design. And let's go build some King Edward the Sevenths. And the thing is about these ships, with them being able to do 30 knots, they will make most people very, very worried. Very, very worried. Because they are now well into battlecruiser territory speed. That's going to be expensive. Right then, let's set these up for Plymouth and Scarborough, or for Portsmouth and Scarborough Flow. And they are going to take 50 months to build. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm off to, I'm getting beat because it's now my luck to go deal with my roast dinner. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. And yes, sorry about the 8 minutes at the beginning, which was silence. Take care, and hopefully see you all later on Brew Ships, where I'll be battle cruisers again. Toodles.